Manga Wido.
They're my relatives' kids, so I took them in, but they don't fit in.
Well, our employees are younger, so it might be easier to fit in for them. I'll try to figure out something. I'm Mitsuo Nagai. I'm the boss of a shipping company. I decided to take in some new young employees after my friend Ohira-san talked to me about it. They couldn't get along with the older employees. Their names were Jun Higuchi and Yutaro Tani. We got them to come in the following week, but... Higuchi, Tani, these are your supervisors, Ishikawa-san and Aoki-san. Nice to meet you!
I'm going to be strict, so keep up.
Yeah. Yes. I was a little worried about them, but when they got to work, they did everything they learned. I finished the voucher assignment. What should I do next?
You already finished? Then maybe you can massage my shoulders.
Okay.
Hey, of course I'm joking. Could you do filing next?
He completely ignored Aoki-san with a strange face. Are all young people like this these days? I tried to get closer to them, but I'm thinking of doing a welcome party for newcomers. You don't need to. I don't like eating in groups. Don't say that. The boss is inviting you guys.
Yes, let's get along.
I just need my money. I want to relax on the weekends. Come on, guys! Okay, maybe later. But they wouldn't come to the barbecues or trips that we organized. I get why Ohira-san struggled now. Then a problem in my private life occurred. My sister Saori suddenly came over.
Mom is too old and I can't take care of her anymore.
Really? She seemed perfectly fine the last time I saw her. My parents stayed at home, and I occasionally helped them to and from the hospital. But my father was hospitalized last year. After he was discharged from the hospital, my sister said she would take him in, so he moved in with her. My father died last year, and the division of his estate was just recently completed.
You know, I'm busy with my new cafe I recently opened. Me is a housewife, so you could take her in.
I talked to my wife about it later.
We let your sister take care of her this whole time, so we can take care of your mother now.
She said, so we decided to take my mother in. Luckily, Miyu and my mother got along, so it went smoothly.
Your mother isn't as bad as your sister says. She can take care of herself and she helps out around the house.
Really? Then I'm glad. Sorry for the sudden change. I wonder what my sister was talking about. Our home was doing fine, but work was as usual. Higuchi and Tani would just go home, even if the others looked busy, and they wouldn't participate in the cleanup in the morning. I talked to them about it, but they said they didn't want to work for free, and that I should let them know if I need them to help out. But that means that if I ask them to do something, they'll do it! So I tried telling them if they could work late in advance. There's a lot of shipping around this time. Could you stay late and help? Of course, we'll pay you. Okay. Yes. I knew they weren't bad kids. Kids these days are probably like this. The adults need to approach them. Then one day...
Here's some food Mom and I made.
There's dried fish, dried plums, and salmon. Please have some.
Whoa, it looks so good!
Wow, so pretty.
Yeah, it's good! Come on, you guys! Be thankful and eat some too! No, My mom's rice balls are really good. Just think you've been fooled, and try it. The first one who tried it was Higuchi. So good! Hey, Tani! You try it too! It's so good! Okay, just one. Whoa! It's so good! Right? She used to be a cook.
Oh, it's nothing too impressive.
My mom used to be a cook at an athletic dormitory and is good at cooking for big groups. The two young guys finished 5 each. So, you guys can make that kind of expression.
It's nice to watch people eat that much.
Oh, right. Looking at the embarrassed two, I thought of something. There's a small coffee shop on the ground floor of our office. Until a few years ago, we had a full-time cook and operated it as a company cafe. However, after the cook retired due to old age, we could not hire a new person who met the requirements. The restaurant was now abandoned, just an eating and drinking area for employees who brought their own lunches. If we could bring it back with my mom's help, maybe we could get closer to Higuchi and Tani. I talked to her about it.
I want to help everyone.
I can help with the grocery shopping.
Thank you both. The cafe was popular, and the employees started using it immediately. Higuchi and Tani still ate cup noodles at their desks, though.
I got some fried noodles at the cafe.
It's good, so eat some.
They're my mom's famous fried noodles. Try some. Okay. So yummy!
The black pepper is perfect. You should eat the cafe from tomorrow, too.
Okay. Tani started eating at the cafe. Oh, Higuchi! You're here too! Hey. Young people like fried chicken, right? Keiko-san, give him a big portion.
Oh, okay.
Your name is Keiko?
Yes, Keiko Naigi. Nice to meet you.
What's wrong? No, my grandmother's name is Keiko too. Oh, is your grandmother doing well? No, she died when I was in elementary school. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I asked Ohira-san about it later. After his grandmother who raised him died, his mother and father took him in, but it didn't go well, and he was put in an orphanage.
He couldn't make good relationships in the orphanage, and he closed up.
Oh, really? But he comes to the cafe and talks to my mother a lot now.
Really, I'm glad.
Later, these taste exactly like my grandmother's pancakes!
I'm glad. I thought she might have put this ingredient in.
What? Mirin? There's mirin in this?
Yes, if you put mirin and butter in, it gets fluffy.
Really? I tried making it on my own, but it didn't turn out like this!
Then do you want to come and make it together? You'll remember if you do it.
I can!
Of course, come on!
Yes! Hey Higuchi, are you working late? Boss! How was it recently? Yes, I'm finally getting used to it. I'm glad. Boss, thanks for calling Keiko-san into work at the cafe. Yeah, what is it suddenly? I forgot about it. Everyone treated me like shit, but my grandmother said I was important and cute. Keiko-san reminded me, so I'm really grateful.
That's so nice. I'm sure your grandmother is happy in heaven as well.
Higuchi, you are actually a nice guy. What? Where did you come from? And it's scary if you cry with that gorilla face. Shut up! Gorillas cry too!
What a cute gorilla.
Higuchi slowly started talking to us, and the wall between us was going away. But on the other hand, Tani stopped coming to work.
Danny's not coming today either.
Again? Tani, what's wrong?
Maybe I'll go to his house to check.
That'll be helpful, Mom. I didn't want to go alone, so I went with my mother and Miyu. What? Boss? Hey, Tani!
Do you have a fever?
He does. You should rely on us.
We made Tani rest, and the three of us took care of him. We made the rice balls we brought into rice gruel and gave it to Tani, who started crying. Sorry for making you do all of this. What are you talking about? Of course we take care of our young employees.
Enjoy your meal.
Thank you so much. I've never had such good rice gruel. He grew up with parents who were really enthusiastic about education and would always compare him to his sister who did well in school. He didn't get into the university his parents wanted him to go to and was kicked out. Ever since, he'd been living alone.
It's been so hard for you, but you've become independent. I'm proud of you.
Really, when I was your age, I was just fooling around.
Yes, we let him go to university, but he didn't even study properly.
The boss?
Yes?
Mom, stop saying that to our employees. Well, but you don't make any mistakes, and you work fast. You're young, but everyone's counting on you. Boss, sorry, thank you. We took care of him in turns, and he got better in 3 days. Then he started to become a kind person, and would help out more. Aoki-san, should I do this next?
Yes, but are you sure? It's almost time to go.
If I help, then you won't have to work so late, right?
Yes, if we help each other, then everyone's happy. You finally get it now.
Oh yes, then I'll do this.
Your reactions are cold as usual.
So the problematic newbie slowly started blending in. Then a little while later, Higuchi said, "It's a waste that we're the only ones that get to eat Keiko-san's food." That's true, it's so good!
Before, people from outside could eat here as well.
If you two can handle it, we could open it up to the public again.
I've always dreamt of running a restaurant. What do you think?
Yes, let's do it.
Thus, the restaurant made a comeback. At first, only a few neighbors came to the restaurant, but since there were few restaurants in the area, it quickly became known throughout the neighborhood. This ginger stir-fry is perfect!
It goes so well with rice.
The dressing is homemade by our manager. We have all-you-can-eat rice and salad, so please enjoy! The space inside the restaurant was not enough to keep up, so much so that we opened a terrace outside. Eventually, the restaurant was featured in a local free newspaper, attracting even more attention. Then one day...
Whoa, so many people.
What? Sis? My sister Saori suddenly came over.
I saw the paper. Mom's amazing. If she is this talented, she should come work for us.
What are you suddenly talking about?
Our cafe isn't doing so good.
Her cafe was known for selling fancy pancakes, but maybe the trend died out, or the taste wasn't good, but her cafe wasn't doing well. My mom responded,
I don't want to. What? Saori, did you forget what you did to me? As soon as the inheritance division was over, you treated me like an old person and kicked me out. That's... The only reason you took care of your dad and I was to get more inheritance, right?
I let my sister have more inheritance because she took care of our parents. It was all planned?
I don't plan to go back to your place. Do something on your own.
Don't say that!
As they were arguing, Higuchi and other employees started coming down for lunch break. Hearing the situation, they said, You're taking Keiko-san? Don't be stupid! Keiko-san needs to be here! We won't give her to you!
What?
Keiko-san is like a mother to them! We won't forgive you if you try to take her away! That's that. If you got it, please leave. Everyone glared at her, and she got scared.
Do whatever you want!
She said as she left. Then my sister's cafe closed down within 6 months. I looked at the reviews. The reviews were like, the service was bad, it's expensive and doesn't taste good. I heard the staff say, quickly go home after eating. This kind of place would close down. In the end, they weren't able to give back the money they borrowed to start the cafe, and came crying to me. But I lent a lot of money to her in the past, and wasn't given it back. Sorry, but we don't have the room to lend money.
Come on, please.
You need to go bankrupt and start over properly. After that, they borrowed money from the husband's parents and were able to give the money back. But they were pushed to move in with the parents, and they just moved last month. The parents are really strict, so if it goes well, they might become good people. My mom is still having fun working. Ah, so good! This pasta's so good, Keiko-san! Is the hidden taste miso?
Tani, you're right.
Daddy, your taste buds are getting more sophisticated.
Thanks to you, I'm amazed every day that there's such delicious food. You're able to say such nice things now. Ah, Ishikawa-san's crying again. When you get older, do your tear ducts break? Shut up!
Come on now, let's all get along.
The two boys who weren't blessed with a family are part of our family now. It's a great feeling to be the president of a company. That's what I thought, looking at the two young newbies smiling.